Brigade, namely 25 JC 0074, construction of multi-purpose building, inclusion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Milay, Shayan, Zamboanga del Norte, with agency among and that's the one house that 25 zero construction of
Pang-isupot, pag-ipinabulit, kailangan na.
San Antonio Elementary School, Barangay San Antonio, Manukan, Zamboanga del Norte. Before we proceed, please be acknowledged as a call with me. Start with our bank chairman, Engineer Arena.
Present.
Bank vice chair,
Dito na lang po sa upuan.
Rosa.
Interes.
Engineer Elvidecti Alfaro, Engineer Rosetta Siliana, Engineer Evasi Jimenez, the EWG headed by Engineer Denise Extornit present, with the BAC EWG members, Engineer J.D. Bamara, Engineer Rosalino C. Villarreal, Engineer with our presenter for today's private conference, Architect Winnie Joyce Viola, present, and to the back secretariat headed by Engineer Ronald P. Bacani,
Present.
with the back secretariat members, yours truly, Liam Mr. Chair, I believe that the present members constitute quorum here in our position.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Office in Guru, this debate is called order. I call to our presenter, the architect. Dalat, right?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. So for contract ID number 25JC0074, construction of multi-purpose building, completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Mangilay, Shayan, Zamboanga del Norte. This is the plan for this project. This is a one-story, 10 by 20 barangay public market, and its scope of work is processing of building permit and occupancy, earthworks, reinforced concrete works, civil works, masonry works for Zocalo, roofing and accessories, painting works for steels and columns, cement plaster finish for columns, gravel fill on slab, concrete tables, and built-in lavatories with cement plaster finish and trench drain without steel gratings. So that's all for contract ID 25JC0074.
Now let's proceed with the ano pa isa din, no? The next project.
The next project is the contract ID number 25JC0084, construction of multi-purpose building, completion of multi-purpose building mini covered court, San Antonio Elementary School, Barangay San Antonio, Manukan, Zamboanga del Norte. So this project is 10 by 15 mini covered court, 3 bays. Its scope of work is processing of building permit and occupancy, earthworks, reinforced concrete works, civil works, masonry works for Zocalo, roofing and accessories, painting works for steels and columns, cement plaster finish for columns, and gravel fill on slab. So that's all for 25JC0084.
Okay, thank you, Architect Winnie, for discussing the basic contract data, especially to the discussion of the DD plan. Now let's proceed with the document comprising technical and financial proposals of the bidders. So, uh, first, it has discussed the eligibility requirements. So, these are the documents to be submitted by the bidder. Make sure that the bidder have the following PCAB license requirement. For both product ID 7484, this classification must be general building GB1 building, and the size range must be small b. Now, for the technical component of bids, these are the documents to be submitted by the bidder. Under Class A legal documents, we have the valid and updated project registration certificate. Make sure that the documents reflected in your field registration certificate must also be valid and updated. Next document is their statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. You may use Annex O of CCASI for the standard form, and then attach also the following supporting documents as presented in the screen. Next document is a statement of bidder's single largest completed contract. The contractor must use the Annex N of CCASI together with the following supporting documents as shown on the screen. So these are the major and similar categories of work for both contract ID 74 and 85. The major category of work is BICW PLC, or building construction without low-rise concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. And shown on screen are the similar categories of work for that particular major category of work. So in order for the contractor to be eligible to bid, make sure that you have an experience of similar major category or similar categories of work with at least equal to 50% of the AUC. Another document to be submitted by the bidder is their special pickup license. This is only required for cases in joint ventures, for cases of joint ventures. And then the original copy of bid security. We have different forms of bid security as shown on the screen. And we have also the prescribed form depending on the form of the bid security and the required amount. The most common is the notarized bid securing declaration using form number 12. Another document to be submitted by the bidder under project requirements are the organizational chart for the contract. Make sure that in that chart, the names of the key personnel as required in the datasheet clause 10.4 is reflected. They should use form number 13 on this particular document. Another document under project requirements, the list of contractors' key personnel using form number 14, together with the following supporting documents. These are curriculum vitae, notarized affidavits of commitment to work, photocopy of the valid PRC licenses, and then photocopy of the valid certificate of accreditation and or training. For these particular projects, 74 and 84, these are the required key personnel. We have one project manager, one project engineer, one materials engineer, one geometric control, and these are the required minimum years of similar experience. Minimum years of total experience. If you have noticed, the project engineer must be at least a provisional project engineer, DPW provisional project engineer, and then for the materials engineer, must be at least DPW accredited materials engineer 1. And for another required key personnel is a safety officer, which is a duly accredited safety officer, a first aider, which is a duly accredited first aider, and then the foreman. So these are the limits of assignment of the accredited project engineer. Now make sure that your pledged project engineer haven't yet reached his or her limits of assignment in order for them to be eligible to be a pledged personnel. And then this is for the materials engineer, the limits of assignment. Another document to be submitted by the bidder is their list of contractors' major construction and materials testing equipment. The bidder must use the prescribed form number 15 together with the following documents, whether it is an own, leased, or other purchase agreement. Okay. Then we have another document under Class A technical documents is the Omnibus Sworn Statement using form number 16. The latest OSS is now composed of 10 statements. Another document to be submitted by the bidder under Class A financial documents is their net financial contracting capacity. For NFCC, the following formula must be followed. NFCC is equals to current asset minus current liabilities. times 15 minus the value of all outstanding and uncompleted portions of projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started coinciding with the contract to begin. The value of the current assets and current liabilities must be equal to those values as reflected in the field trips. For Class B, we have the joint venture agreement or a duly notarized statement from all potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provision of the GBA the instant that the bid is successful. This is if the joint venture is not yet in existence. Now, for the financial component envelope, we have here the different documents to be submitted by the bidder. The first one is the financial bid form using form number 9 or 9, yes, 9. And then make sure that each and every page of the bid form must be signed by the person signing the bid, including the discount if ever it is handwritten. Another document is the bill of quantities. Take note that the bill of quantities is composed of two portions. The first one is the BOQ itself using form number 17, and then the second document is the bid price summary using form number 18. Make sure that each and every page of these documents is signed by the person signing the bid. Failure to do so means a rejection or is a ground for the rejection of your bid. The third document is a detailed estimate. There is no prescribed form, but make sure you should include a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. Also, in the calculation of your detailed estimate, include the cost of all taxes. And the last one is the cash flow by quarter using form number 19. Make sure that your cash flow is consistent with the duration of the procurement project. So those are the documents comprising the technical and financial component envelope, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. We have done. And for our secretary to review the schedule of this meeting.
For contract, the defense, the board, and the defense in here for the auction will be on August 12, 2025 at Internet back to public. Longer than the second district engineering office and the incident on.
Thank you. Any motion for adjournment? Actually, Sunday is usually adjourned.
Ang joint may natin siya, wala pa siya sa yung basa. Wala pa